Hey everyone, it's Joe with Blakesley Acres. I just wanted to get on and talk a little bit about the grain that I use for my animals. I buy it from a local feed dealer, technically. He doesn't make it himself. It's an Amish guy that I deal with. But right now I use a 17% layer crumb for my layer chickens. An all stock feed for my cows and goats, just a little bit cheaper than trying to buy special goat feed and special cow feed, and they do fine on it. Like I said, I prefer to be more of a forage based, so I'm not looking to get top milk production and top, feed and everything for these guys. These are, family meat animals and milk animals, so the all stock gives them what they need. What they don't get from that, they do get free choice minerals. And I use herbal wormer. It's Molly's herbal wormer, I do believe. For all my goats, I do give it to some of the cows when they need it. I'm not against using chemical wormers. I will if the parasite load's too much, but the herbal wormer seems to do a great job with the goats and stuff. And there's no milk withholding on it. I'll have to dig it out and get the page out one of these days when I'm doing my weekly worming and show you guys how I do that. But there's a Formula 1, Formula 2. Formula 1 has wormwood in it, which isn't good for pregnant animals or women and young babies. So I have to be careful. When I use that, I don't use that one very often. It's supposed to be a once a month, 3 days in a row wormer. After I know all the goats have kidded, I will put them back on that, and the kids get old enough. It's not going to be a big deal. It's fine for adults and everything. It's just a precautionary measure they have on there, so I've never taken my chances with it. So yeah, that's... I try to do that. Same thing with antibiotics and stuff. I will use them if I need them. I tried not to. But I'm not going to let my animals suffer. I'm not organic labeled or anything. So I use it where it's needed. Hopefully not at all. I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had to use antibiotics in quite a long time. I had a little spell not recently with acidosis in the goats and the cows. I think it was from the feed. I noticed the all stock feed I'm using has been kind of inconsistent lately. I'm working on a little bit better of a feed source. I do like dealing with the Amish guy, but I have had a lot of inconsistencies with that specific all stock feed. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch feeds from him, or there's another local mill I like dealing with. They're a little bit farther away, but I can buy feed in sacks, the 1-ton sacks, which I'm considering doing that as soon as I get some storage set up for that. I've also considered building a couple feed bins so I can buy my pig feed all stock and possibly my broiler feed in bulk and have it directly delivered to the farm. Not quite sure which way I'm going to go with it yet, but I do want to do one of the two ways of bulk feed. I'm using enough of it now that it'll be feasible price wise, and it'll be worth the extra labor. Right now, I mean, carrying bags, I use a couple 100 pounds a week of this and that, pig feed. Now that the piglets are getting bigger, I'm using a little bit more of that. And the all stock, I go through 150 or 200 pounds a week. Not quite sure. I'll have to start keeping track of all that. But that's where I'm at right now. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the feed that I'm using, because I know I'll get questions about it. The pigs are getting it's a 15% pig pellet. I don't really mess around with the 18% starter for the piglets usually, especially if I do start buying it in bulk. There's no sense in trying to buy a bunch of different proteins, and it'll be just more simpler and easy just to use all the same stuff. They're out on pasture, and they're getting they get a lot of our table scraps and extra discard eggs and stuff like that that are too dirty to sell, or we don't want to eat them or whatever, or spend sitting around a little while. They get our leftover milk, so they're getting plenty of extra sources of nutrients and stuff. So I'm not super worried about feeding them lower protein. They also get whole corn mixed in with their feed. The people I bought my Mangalitsa mixes down in PA, they were feeding strictly cob corn, which I was kind of shocked at, but it works for them. And so I've always fed my pigs a little bit of corn mixed with the pellets. Kind of cuts the feed cost down and gives them a little bit more energy when it's cold out like this anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick, and just make a short video and try to answer some questions that I know I'll be having in the future. When I do start doing the bulk feeding, I'll touch back on that and get a little better of a close-up look on the nutrients, minerals, and supplements that are added in on that. Show how much I'm feeding per animal. Just depends on if they're production, gestation. Some of these does aren't bred, so I try not to feed them too much because it's not super necessary. More so just to get a little extra energy in them in these cold months. The two new does I have, they're getting they get pushed around a little bit, pushed away from the feed. I'm sure they'll figure out their ranking and food situation. They're just not sure what to do yet. Keep following along. I just want to do a quick video, touch base on the feed. I figure I'd have questions about it. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the notification bell if you're liking what I'm doing. Suggestions are more than welcome. I appreciate all the viewers and subscribers that I've had so far. I'll keep trying to do my best to make good content for you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.